What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so JJ Redneck, the puppet head coach of the Los Angeles Fakers, shows both his arrogance and his allegiance to LeBron James by praising LeBron in a loss to the Grizzlies, while also prematurely ending a presser because I guess the pressure is he's feeling that pressure. He's feeling the pressure because the losses are slowly beginning to pile up. Now, of course, it's still early in the season. Hey, but that don't stop the media. That doesn't stop the little media and the sports media from going in on the Bucks, right? Don't stop them. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, it's early. There's only 4 losses. Well, there's only 6 losses for the Bucks. Now, don't get me wrong. There should definitely be concern, but don't just pile up on the Bucks. And we're supposed to just conveniently ignore the Fakers because that's the team you like. Now, look. Should Darvin Ham get some of the blame for what's going on with the Milwaukee Bucks? Some of it. But I just don't typically see sports fans blame assistant coaches. Usually they blame the head coach. But Darvin Ham, because he got on the bad side of you-know-who and Clutch, they're trying to blame him for everything. They're doing unprecedented blaming when it comes to him, But back to JJ Redneck. See, it's different when you're actually in that position. It's different when, you're actually sitting at that table talking to media and trying to explain why your team now has lost, 3 out of the last 4 games? So everything was all roses and high fives and jumping up and down for joy when I was winning, But when the losses start piling up, then you see the real JJ Redneck emerge. The JJ Redneck that we heard behind the scenes is really, really arrogant. Think he's the smartest person in the room. Real snippy. Condescending. That JJ Redneck, now you're seeing it. Now we're seeing it. Let's talk about LeBron James for a second. 39 points. In today's NBA, as long as this guy's been playing now for 57 years, you should know the rims like the back of your goddamn hand. Okay? In today's NBA, I strongly believe Bob Cousy could come out of retirement and average at least 5 points a game. That's how easy it is to score in today's NBA. With Walker and all, he could get on his walker and just toss the ball up with one of them hook shots he used to shoot back in 1957, and it'll probably go in. I'll give him about 5 points a game, which goes to show you how awful Bronny is. 1 point per game, 17% shooting. But anyway, the guy that JJ Redneck said is NBA ready or whatever the hell it was he said, which was a goddamn lie. But, anyway, LeBron James had a plus minus negative 21, the worst on the team. So that's why I say he has meaningless, empty stats a lot of times. Look, back in the day, yeah, he used to be able to carry teams, but he can't do it now. That's really Anthony Davis's team. Okay? Everybody knows it. Even the biggest LeBron fans know it. In their heart. They'll never say it, but they know Anthony Davis is the best player on their team. But everybody got to pretend like this guy's still in his prime. And I guarantee you, if he actually had to play 1990s level defense, those offensive numbers would disintegrate. But when you get to expend all your energy on offense, when you have the rules manipulated so there's no resistance at the rim, when you get to use, allegedly, be able to move the needles like this guy has been able to do, allegedly, which gives you a super advantage, you know. When you get to lace up your veins with that Lance Armstrong, that gets to extend your career, you know? I mean, allegedly. But anyway, JJ Redneck has to plead his allegiance to LeBron James, which is why he praised him and threw his teammates under the bus. This guy's supposed to be the coach of the fakers. He's a coach. Allegedly. You know? So look, we all know what happened. I saw someone talk about what was it? Somebody said something like, "Oh, this roster different. Schroeder's gone." They was naming these guys are such consummate politicians. They are naming the roster from 2022-23. Dennis Schroeder long gone from the Lakers, right? No, essentially, this is the same team. Okay, this is the same team from last year. So this is what we're gonna do. Ain't no trying to manipulate things, no spinning, none of that. Darvin Ham won 47 games with this club. You know, the same club that people magically act like failed so badly last year. This is make up stuff. Well, I mean, it wasn't a good fit. Okay, so what are we looking at now? You mean his nose ain't a good fit? It's too big for you? That what you talking about? His lips too big? Because I think it's something else. I think what it is a lot of you dudes who are buck dancers, y'all instinctively have been brainwashed to think leaders look like JJ Redneck or Donald Trump or George W. Bush or Bill Clinton. Whereas somebody like Darvin Ham to you look like, you know, old Uncle Elroy, you know, the uncle that always talk loud and, you know, loud talk motherfuckers and always talking ish, loudest dude in the room, but then he go in the other room to you and asks to borrow money in the lowest tone possible. That's what you see in him, old Uncle Elroy. Come on, man. It's made up, man. The guy won 47 games last year. What do you want from him? Didn't he beat Boston in Boston without LeBron and Anthony Davis last year? Didn't he do that? Didn't he beat the eventual world champions with a bunch of role players? But you guys say he can't coach. But here's JJ Redick, 4-4, and ain't not a peep from none of these dudes. No expectations. Y'all make me sick. You make me sick. Seriously. You make me sick, man. So this year, we're going to at least 50 games. At least 50 games. But the way that y'all say that he's the most brilliant tactician this side of Napoleon Bonaparte, they really should be like 60 wins. But let's just go with 50 since Darvin had 47 wins. 50 wins and at least an NBA championship berth. Oh, excuse me, finals berth. That should be the bar, right? Since he is, you know, the greatest mind since Nikola Tesla, apparently. I mean, he's of that trajectory, you know, 200 IQ. At least that's what they claim, right? Just unbelievable, man. Yeah, it's one thing to be on ESPN critiquing a coach. You know, a guy that's been coaching for 25 years, won a championship. But I have my reservations about Doc Rivers, but the guy is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think he's one of 7 or 8 coaches to win 1,000 games. He has an NBA championship. He's coached in 2 NBA finals. And JJ has a 4-4 coaching record. You guys are extraordinarily disrespectful. Extraordinarily disrespectful. And a bunch of other things that I can't say on YouTube. But yeah, keep the same energy. Because y'all was real loud 5 games ago, when y'all 3-0. Y'all was 3-0. Y'all was all over social media. Funny, when y'all was losing in the preseason, it was too early. Why are you counting preseason games? The season just started. When you was 3-0, oh, why y'all guys ain't talking no more? We're going to the championship. This is a championship team. This can be one of the great teams. JJ Redick can be one of the all-time great coaches. But now that y'all 4-4, which is later in the season, now it's back to it's too early. Man, get out of here.